We are unbelievably delighted to bring back to the Ark an old friend who many of you have seen here before. This is he's touring with a new release called Some Days the Song Writes You. He's a legend, a troubadour, and one of the greatest songwriters. It's our privilege. Please give a warm welcome to Guy Clark.
Well, welcome back. Thank you. Been a long time. Sure has. Seems like a long time. This is my dear friend Verlon Thompson. We've come here this evening to play some songs that we've written. Some we know. Yeah, some we're working on. We're always working on them. They,
some we know and some we used to know. Look, there was something I was going to say important. Anyway. She mentioned I have a new album out, and we've actually learned some of them. But anyway, we don't use a set list or. We got one. I apologize for sitting on his stool. I usually like to dance around, but my knee has finally given up. It's an old songwriting injury. Anyway, like I said, we don't have a set list. We don't have an agenda. We have no clue. But we have no fear. It's just one of those days you can't explain, when nothing's right or wrong. Too much wine or not enough, so you just play along. There's no rhyme or reason, ain't a damn thing you can do. Some days you write the song, some days the song writes you. Searching for a melody, sing my soul sweet. Reaching for some harmony down inside me. Some days you know just how it goes, some days you have no clue. Some days you write the song, some days the song writes you. You can fall, you can fly, get low down or get high. You can try or just leave it alone. You can search for the way, you can curse, you can pray, but the words have a way of their own. It don't matter how much it hurts, you've got to tell the truth. Some days you write the song, some days the song writes you. You may think I just made this up, but I would not lie, that's true. Some days you write the song, some days the song writes you. Can't get used to sitting. Not my style. I think I'll just kind of intersperse new songs and older songs. Eight years old with a flour sack cape tied all around his neck. He climbed up on the garage, he's figuring what the heck. Screwed his courage up so tight that the whole thing come unwound. He got a running start and bless his heart, he headed for the ground. Well, he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath, and always trust you can. Now he's all grown up with a flour sack cape tied all around his dreams. And he's full of piss and vinegar, he's busting at the seams. So he licked his finger and then he checked the wind. He said it's gonna be do or die. He wasn't scared of nothing, he's pretty sure he could fly. Well, he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath, and always trust you can. He's old and gray with a flour sack cape tied all around his head. He's still jumping off the garage and will be till he's dead. All these years the people said he's acting like a kid. He did not know he could not fly, so he did. Well, he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Yeah, he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your cape. Could you see if I could get just a little more vocal in my monitor up here? I don't want to miss any of this. Let's see here. How about the guitar? Oh, we're going to save that for the big dramatic finish. That I can do. Last time I tried to do it, I messed it up. Larry Mahan was sitting right there in the audience. And all of a sudden I realized, what am I doing putting words in Larry Mahan's mouth? For all of you, maybe some of you don't know, Larry Mahan's maybe the world's best rodeo cowboy that ever lived. 6, 7 times in a row, world champion all-around cowboy, riding rough stock. And we were at one of Jerry Jeff Walker's birthday bashes down there in Austin, and we bashed. Got bashed. 2 or 3 people got soireed. And I ran into Larry and Ramblin' Jack Elliott, and quite a pair to draw to. Anyway, we proceeded to stay up all night at the Driscoll Hotel and greet the dawn, just to say howdy. I got just a little, I'm going to turn my guitar down here just a little bit. I can't stand it if I hear it too good. So Ramblin' Jack Elliott said, I got these lines in my face, trying to straighten out the wrinkles in my life. When I think of all the fools I've been, it's a wonder that I've sailed this many miles. To which Larry Mahan replied, he said, the sweet bird of youth was sitting on my shoulder yesterday, but she's always changing partners, and I always knew she'd up and fly away. Staying up all night in the Driscoll Hotel, Ramblin' Jack and Mahan was cowboyed all to hell, and the room smelled like booze, and the words smelled like songs. Now there's a pair to draw to, boys, I would not steer you wrong. So Ramblin' Jack said, I recall the time I set my soul on fire just for show. All it ever taught me was the more I learned, the less I seemed to know. Mahan crawled in off the ledge and said, Jack, he said, as far as I can see, mistakes are only horses in disguise. Ain't no need to ride 'em over. Hell, we could not ride 'em different if we tried. Just staying up all night in the Driscoll Hotel, Ramblin' Jack and Mahan was cowboyed all to hell. And the room smelled like booze, the words sound like songs. Now there's a pair to draw to, boys, I would not steer you wrong. We're staying up all night in the Driscoll Hotel, Ramblin' Jack and Mahan was cowboyed all to hell. And the room smelled like booze, the words sound like songs. Now there's a pair to draw to, boys, I would not steer you wrong. Here's another new song off that. I just can't get right. That's probably it. Hemingway's whiskey, warm and smooth and mean. Even when it burns, it'll always finish clean. He did not like it watered down, he took it straight up and neat. If it was bad enough for him, you know it's bad enough for me. Hemingway's whiskey. It's tough out there. A good muse is hard to find. Living one word to the next, one line at a time. Now there's more to life than whiskey. There's more to words than rhyme. But sometimes nothing works, and sometimes nothing shines like Hemingway's whiskey. Sail away as the day grows dim. Live hard, die hard. This one's for him. Hemingway's whiskey, warm and smooth and mean. Even when it burns, it'll always finish clean. He did not like it watered down. He took it straight up and neat. If it was bad enough for him, you know it's Hemingway's whiskey. Here's another song off the record I really like. This is kind of a sleeper. It's called The Coat. Let's see. Well, the sun comes up on nowhere, I got nowhere left to hide. I need some scrambled eggs and whiskey on the side. I got a bad taste in my mouth, something I said. Numb is all I feel, and I should have gone to bed. There's a wind from out of nowhere come to blow me away. Throw me a rope, I've had a bad day. I walked out and left my coat, now the weather's turning cold. Now I don't feel so smart, I don't feel so bold. Smells like rain, and it feels like hell. Wish me luck and fare me well. There's nothing left to take back, nothing to regret. The sooner I get moving, the sooner I get wet. There's nothing left unsaid, and there's nothing left undone. But if I hadn't left my coat, I'd be already gone. It smells like rain, and it feels like hell. Wish me luck and fare me well. It smells like rain, and it feels like hell. Where do I go now? Think I'll go back and get my coat. Dublin Blues. Well, I heard one that I'll do. Just kind of keep in mind, you know, my short-term memory is not what it used to be, so if we could just go at them one at a time. Take a number, and we'll get to it. My short-term memory is pretty much shot, I guess, by this time. My wife says I can hide my own Easter eggs. Anyway, this is a song about a guy who was kind of like my grandfather, actually was my grandmother's boyfriend. And he was a wildcatter out in West Texas. And it means you drill oil wells just for the hell of it. Doesn't matter if you get anything, it's the sport of it all. Oh, I need a pillow. Doing the sound check's one thing, but coming out here and sitting on it all night's another.
Is it worse than the knee pain?
I might have to stand up here in a minute. Anyway, this guy, he was a pretty amazing guy. He drilled oil wells all over the world. He, the first wells in South America and the first wells in the Middle East. Wound up in a little town called Mahan, Texas. Lived at my grandmother's hotel, and he was my role model during World War II. My dad was gone, and he was the guy, man. He was the shit. This guy taught me how to whittle and spit and cuss and drive a car and sit up straight. I'd play the Red River Valley. And he'd sit in the kitchen and he'd cry, run his fingers through 70 years of living, and wonder, Lord, has every well I drill gone dry? We were friends, me and his old man, like desperados waiting for a train. Like desperados waiting for a train. Well, he's a drifter and a driller of oil wells, and an old school man of the world. He taught me how to drive his car when he's too drunk to, and he'd wink and give me money for the girls. And our lives was like some old western movie, like desperados waiting for a train. Like desperados waiting for a train. One day I looked up and he's pushing 80. There's brown tobacco stains all down his chin. Well, to me, he's one of the heroes of this country. So why is he all dressed up like them old men? He's drinking beer and playing Moon and 42, like a desperado waiting for a train. Like a desperado waiting for a train. And from the time that I could walk, he'd take me with him to a bar called the Green Frog Cafe. And there was old men with beer guts and dominoes. They're lying about their lives while they play. And I was just a kid, they all called his sidekick, like Desperados waiting for a train. Like Desperados waiting for a train. Then the day before he died, I went to see him. I was grown and he was almost gone. So we just closed our eyes and dreamed of supper kitchen and sang another verse to that old song. Come on, Jack, the son of a bitch is coming. We're like desperados waiting for a train. 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 Slip off of it. Thank you, Lord. May have to duct tape it on. Oh dear. How about a love song? There ain't nothing in the world I like better than bacon and lettuce and homegrown tomatoes. Up in the morning, out in the garden, get you a ripe one, do not get a hard one. Plant them in the spring, eat them in the summer. All winter without them's a culinary bummer. I forget all about the sweating and digging every time I go out and pick me a big one. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy. That's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Oh, pick it, guy. You can go out to eat, that's for sure, but it's nothing a homegrown tomato won't cure. Put them in a salad, put them in a stew, make your very own tomato juice. You can eat them with eggs, eat them with gravy, eat them with beans, pinto or navy. Put them on the side, put them in the middle, put a homegrown tomato on a hot cake griddle. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy. That's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Yeah. Life I lead, I'd be Johnny Tomato Seed, 'cause I know what this country needs. It's homegrown tomatoes in every yard you see, but when I die, don't bury me in a box in a cemetery. Out in the garden would be much better, and I could be pushing up homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy. That's true love and homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only two things that money can't buy. And that's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Oh, burn it up, burn it up. Pretty silly. It doesn't take a lot to amuse us. Stuff that works. I can do that. See how it works? Everybody just takes turns. Play nice. I got an old blue shirt that suits me just fine. I like the way it feels, so I wear it all the time. I got an old guitar, won't ever stay in tune. I like the way it sounds in a dark and empty room. I got an old pair of boots and they fit just right. Well, I can work all day, I can dance all night. Got an old used car that runs just like a top. You get the feeling it ain't ever gonna stop. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, the kind of stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, the kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. I got a pretty good friend who's seen me at my worst. He can't tell if I'm a blessing or a curse, but he always shows up when the chips are down. That's the kind of stuff I like to be around. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, the kind of stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, the kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. Got a woman I love, she's crazy and paints like God. She got a playground sense of justice, she don't take odds. I got a tattoo with her name right through my soul, and I think everything she touches turns to gold. Stuff that works, stuff that holds up, the kind of stuff you don't hang on the wall. Stuff that's real, stuff you feel, the kind of stuff you reach for when you fall. This is a little song about West Texas. Stomping on my cord and causing a problem. Could you hear it? Oh, yeah. That's what you get for sitting down. I can't tell. Is that better?
Yeah.
Sorry, I never even heard it. What was I going to say? Oh, West Texas. That's where Lloyd's from. Lloyd's from out that part of the country, too. It's pretty far out. Pretty flat. Joe Ely's from out there, too. Joe was saying one time, we were talking about how flat it was, and I said, yeah, man, it's so flat you can actually see the curvature of the earth. Joe said, yeah, it's flat. It's flat. He said, I know you can stand out there and Lubbock, turn 365 degrees, you can see 50 miles in any direction. He said if you stand on a tuna fish can, you can see 100. Anyway, I've always thought this song was about West Texas. It's actually, I always called it the antithesis to the boot scootin' boogie. Now sitting on the fender of someone else's truck, drinking Old Crow whiskey, hot 7-Up out in the parking lot. And you can hear the band playing right through the wall. There ain't no cover charge, ain't no last call out in the parking lot. Now there's a couple of cowpokes putting up their dukes. There wasn't much to it after both of them puked out in the parking lot. Then someone called the police, and the police finally came, and they wrote them a couple of tickets, and they took a couple of names out the parking lot. I love to see the neon dancing on the gravel. I love to hear the pickup trucks come unraveled. Some have given up, some have given in. Looks like everybody's looking for a friend out in the parking lot. No, whoops, there's whoops, there's a couple could not get home. What?
Could not wait to get home.
Could not wait to get home.
We're still with you. We're still with you. But they're probably in love.
Yeah. Whoops, there's a couple could not wait to get home. Oh, they're probably in love, so let's leave them alone out in the parking lot. Now the band is on the bus, they're all loaded up to leave, but the drummer's got a girlfriend and she's tugging at his sleeve out in the parking lot. Well, I love to see the neon dancing on the gravel. I love to hear the pickup trucks come unraveled. Some have given up, some have given in. Looks like everybody's looking for a friend out in the parking lot. Everybody's gone, they have shot out all the lights and the dust begins to settle and it's never been so quiet out in the parking lot. LA Freeway. I can do that one. Let me just. What? Black-haired. Let me just tune for just a moment. Pack up all your dishes. Make note of all good wishes and say goodbye to the landlord for me. That son of a bitch has always bored me. Throw out them LA papers, molded box of vanilla wafers. Adios to all this concrete. Gonna get me some dirt road back street. If I can just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught. Down that road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought and it is the old skinny Dennis. The only one I think I will miss. I can hear that old bass singing, sweet and low like a gift you're bringing. Play it for me one more time now. Got to give it all we can now. I believe everything you're saying. Just you keep on playing. If I can just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught. Down that road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought and you put the pink card in the mailbox. Leave the key in that old front door lock. They'll find it likely as not. I'm sure there's something we have forgot. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry, babe. Love's a gift that's surely handmade. We got something to believe in. Don't you think it's time we're leaving? I can just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught. Down that road in a cloud of smoke to some land I ain't bought. If I can just get off of this LA freeway without getting killed or caught. You know, my wife Suzanne and I used to live out there in Los Angeles, California. It's a pretty weird place. Nice thing about it, however, was this little garage apartment we lived in. And it was all right. Because right outside the front window was the prettiest grapefruit tree you ever seen in your whole life. Hell, it was the only grapefruit tree I'd ever seen. But the grapefruit were sweet. Now, the weird thing about this particular part of California was the landlord. He was one of those guys that come home from work every day and go out to the garage and make his own bullets. May not be weird to you. Well, one morning we awoke to the sound of this guy out there with an axe chopping down the grapefruit tree. So I went outside very, very, very carefully. I said, what in the world are you doing? He said, oh, guy, he said, this old grapefruit tree has been here 30 or 40 years. It's gotten so big and the roots have spread out so far, it's starting to crack my concrete patio. Pack up all your dishes. Make note of all good wishes. And say goodbye to the landlord for me. The son of a bitch is always bored me. He was a wino, tried and true, and done about everything there is to do. He worked on freighters, and he'd worked in bars, and he'd worked on farms, and he'd worked on cars. Well, it was white port that put that look in his eye. Grown men get when they need to cry. We sat down on the curb to rest, and his head just fell down on his chest. He says every single day it gets just a little bit harder to handle, and yet. Then he lost the thread and his mind got cluttered, and the words just rolled off down the gutter. Well, he was the elevator man in a cheap hotel in exchange for the rent on a one-room cell, and he's old, years beyond his time. No thanks to the world and the white port wine. So he said, son, he always called me son. He said, life for you has just begun. And then he told me the story I'd heard before, how he fell in love with a Dallas whore. I could cut through the years to the very night that it ended in a whorehouse fight. She turned his last proposal down in favor of being a girl about town. Now it's been 17 years right in line. He ain't been straight none of the time. It's too many days of fighting the weather and too many nights of not being together. So he died. When they went through his personal effects, and among the stubs from the welfare checks was a crumbling picture of a girl in a door and an address in Dallas and nothing more. And the welfare people provided the priest. A couple from the mission down the street sang Amazing Grace. No one cried except some lady in black way off to the side. And we all left, and she's standing there, and the black veil covering the silver hair. Old one-eyed John said her name was Alice, and she used to be a whore in Dallas. So let him roar, Lord, let him roll. I bet he's gone to Dallas, rest his soul. Just you let him roll, Lord, let him roll. I bet he's gone to Dallas. That's not right. Just you let him roll, Lord, let him roar. He always said that heaven was just a Dallas whore. Just you let him roar, Lord, let him roll. I bet he's gone to Dallas, rest his soul. Thank you. Thanks. This is a song Verlon and I wrote. It's called Boats to Build. And tell you a little bit about it. We wrote this song for a friend of ours named Richard Lee. Richard's a wonderful wooden boat builder and sailor and a pretty hot shit songwriter himself. He's the guy who wrote "Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue," and he actually wrote that song for his dog. Don't think he told Crystal Gale that till a little later, but anyway, dog had cataracts. Anyway, one year for Richard, I digress. One year for his birthday, Richard's wife at the time gave him 2 weeks at the wooden boat building school up in Maine, and he was absolutely thrilled. He was beside himself, as was she, it turns out. What we know for sure is that Richard's no longer married to that same woman. He's got a hell of a boat. And Verlon and I got a pretty good song out of it. It's time for a change. I'm tired of that same old same old words, same old lines, same old tricks
days, it's precious days. You know they roll in and out like waves. And I got boards to bend, I got planks to nail, I got charts to make, and I got seas to sail. I'm gonna build me a boat with these two hands. It'll be a fair curve from a noble plan. Let the chips fall where they will, 'cause I've got boats to build. Our sails are just like wings, and the wind can make them sing songs of life, songs of hope, songs to keep your dreams afloat. I'm gonna build me a boat with these two hands. It'll be a fair curve from a noble plan. I let the chips fall where they will, 'cause I've got boats to build. Now shores, distant shores, you know that's what I'm headed for. Let the stars guide my way. I'm gonna sail into the light of day. I'm gonna build me a boat with these two hands. It'll be a fair curve from a noble plan. I'll let the chips fall where they will, 'cause I'm gonna build me a boat with these two hands. It'll be a fair curve from a noble plan. I'll let the chips fall where they will, 'cause I've got boats to build.
Thanks. Now, as I mentioned before, this is my dear friend Verlon Thompson, and Verlon is surely one of the best guitar players and singers I've ever heard, but you just wait till you hear some of the songs he writes. This is a stunning, stunning experience you're getting ready to go through. Verlon Thompson.
Just when you was getting comfortable now. You weren't very comfortable.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
I mean it this time.
Not like all those other times when he just left me here. No, thank goodness he does always come back. And I always like to take a second and say thank you to Guy. I usually wait till he's gone with outside of hearing range so I can talk about him. But Guy's been, well, he's been a hell of a friend to me for a long time now, and he's taken me all over the world and back several times to all kinds of beautiful places, and I've met so many sweet, wonderful people like y'all, and I probably am the luckiest man in the world. Got the greatest job in the world, I know that. And we get to see so many great places. And one night we'd been out on the road a couple of weeks, and we came in, and I was thinking about that, and I was thinking, you know, I don't want to forget any of this. It's all so good. I need to make a list. So I sat down and I started making a list of some of the places we'd played. And as my page filled up, it occurred to me that it started to look like a song with all the unique names of the places and the way they rolled off the tongue. And I decided, well, hell, I'm a songwriter. I might as well call it a song. And so I did, and this is it. And I don't want you to be alarmed because it's not a complete list of all the places we've been. I cut it off at 43, so this is the 43 places if you listen real close, you might hear some you recognize. From poor David's in Dallas to the Gallatin Palace, the Cactus Cafe, the palms and the birch, the bluebird, the gray eagle, the tin angel, iron horse, and of course the grand old mother church. Station Inn, Exit Inn, Fruit again, Michigan, Flat Rock and Round Rock and Little Rock Jacks. Dublin, the Tullamore, the Down Home and the Troubadour. Long as they want us, we'll keep coming back. Yeah, we ain't been everywhere, but we're trying to get there. If you let us tune up, we'll throw down a set. Book us a room, we'll be in your town soon, 'cause we ain't been everywhere yet. There's the Ark and the Handlebar, Wolf Trap and the Apple Farm, Pootie's Hill Country in St. Augustine. At the foot of Denali and down on the Swanee, and that night I can't talk about in New Orleans. On the Live Freedom Radio, the Birmingham, Zydeco, Reno, and Conroe, and somewhere in France. A bunkhouse in Brenham, and the barns of Vienna, and the riding arena at the real South Fork Ranch. Yeah, we ain't been everywhere, but we're trying to get there. If you let us tune up, we're gonna throw down a set. Book us a room, we'll be in your town soon, 'cause we ain't been everywhere yet. Yeah, the old Floribama, songwriter Rama, the Merle and the Strawberry Festivals all. The Liberty Lunch and the Fireman's Kitchen and the Fairbanks Chief Peter John Tribal Hall. Yeah, we ain't been everywhere, but we're trying to get there. If you let us tune up, we're gonna throw down a set. Book us a room, we'll be in your town soon, 'cause we ain't been everywhere, no, but we're sure trying to get there. You see, we ain't been everywhere. Yet. Thank you. Well, you know, y'all have had an awful lot of Texas stuff tonight, and I almost, I feel like it's my duty to sprinkle in a little bit of Oklahoma stuff here. Being from Oklahoma and all. I come from a little place called Binger, Oklahoma. It's about 500 people there, and it's out in the middle of the state. Really nothing to it. It's just one of those both sides of the highway. There's a couple of stores, and but we do have one pretty big thing that happened to us there. We had a guy that grew up there, and he went on to become a Hall of Fame baseball player, and we're pretty proud of him. He goes by the name of Johnny Bench. And you take a little town of 500 people, and when something like that happens, we pooch our chests out pretty far. We get pretty proud. We put a sign on both ends of town saying "Welcome to the home of Johnny Bench." And of course, the first thing we did was we painted his name on big red letters there on the water tower as you come into town, and home of Johnny Bench. And we have the annual 4th of July Johnny Bench parade, which is followed by the annual 4th of July Johnny Bench baseball and softball tournament, and which is played at Johnny Bench Field. So we've pretty much saturated the whole town with Johnny, but we're not proud of him just because he came from there, but we're proud of him because he keeps coming back, and he's never forgot about us. He comes back there, and he helps out at these parades and stuff, and he's just a good man. And we're actually trying to build a Johnny Bench museum there in Binger. I'm serious. I've seen the drawings of it, and it's a pretty ambitious project. They're going to have to raise at least $1 million, it looks like, because they want to build this building in the shape of his number, which was a 5. Now that's going to be a unique museum to walk through. Be kind of like a maze, won't it? But we'll do it, and if y'all are ever out there on Highway 152 heading west through Oklahoma, stop by and throw a quarter or two in the tip jar there and help us out. We want to build that museum. He's like barbed wire and baling wire, he's old and rusted. His knees and his knuckles are banged up and busted, but he's polished his buckle and his hat's adjusted, and he's Oklahoma again. Now the water and the oil wells are still pumping, copperhead's coiled and the crop is still jumping, old domino players still cussing and shuffling, and that's Oklahoma again. Rain gauge half empty, rain gauge half full. You can't please everyone, but you can chase a tornado and ride a wild bull. There's plenty of good, clean fun. Now the ladies meet downtown for quilting and patching. They watch out the window at the drama and the action, like old Don Verlon Thompson, spitting and scratching. Whoa, Oklahoma again. Bases are loaded and the bleachers are packed, and they stopped everything just to give him a plaque. You see, he's Hall of Fame Johnny, and he keeps coming back to Oklahoma again. He's like barbed wire and baling wire, he's old and rusted. His knees and his knuckles are banged up and busted. And it's one more trophy now that'll need to be dusted. But he's Oklahome again, and it's good to be Oklahome again. O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahome again. Man, I did, huh? Joe Walker's Mare. All right. That's a whole lot like Oklahome again there that I just did, but see, it's got that same lick. But this is a song now. This is about a song about a horse, but it's more than that. If you listen close, it's more. It's about. I like to think it's about loyalty and dedication and honor and friendship and a horse. Now Joe Walker's mare was a mighty good ride. She was no bag of bones, she was no hunk of hide. He gave her to me the day that he died. Joe Walker's mare was a mighty good ride. When Joe Walker found her, she was lonesome and lame, her tail in a tangle, birds in her mane, in the Arbuckle Mountains in a cold pouring rain. When Joe Walker found her, she was lonesome and lame, y'all. Joe Walker rode her for 20-some years. He viewed most of the country between her two ears. He found him a good one, and he never switched gears. Joe Walker rode her for 20-some years. She never reared up, she never broke loose. She'd carry a queen or a Choctaw papoose, bareback and bridle, no saddle, no use. She never reared up, no, she never broke loose. She pulled the wagon that hauled him away in the box that he built for his burying day. She even dropped her head for the preacher to pray. And then I unhitched the wagon and they hauled him away. And I never rode her, it just didn't seem right. Oh, I brushed her and I combed her most every night, and I thought about it, but dream as I might, I would not ride her. It just didn't seem right. So in the Arbuckle Mountains, somewhere running free is the son of that mare Joe Walker gave me. I turned him loose the day that she died. Joe Walker's mare was a mighty good ride. She was no bag of bones, no hunk of hide. Joe Walker's mare was a mighty good ride. Thank y'all very much. I want to hear some more Guy Clark. How about y'all? Thank you. Thank you very much. Here's Guy Clark again.
Looked so good standing up, I thought I might try.
Yeah, get rid of that old stool. Watch this.
Well, you know, you guys have been just real sweet about this whole thing. We've had a hell of a time. All right. This is a song about the first time I ever saw a streamlined train. And it happened in a little town in West Texas called Mahan, which is out between Pecos and nowhere. Yeah. Between Pecos and nowhere. My kind of girl. Anyway, this little story, this is a true story, as true as I could remember it. It happened in 1947, and this scene was stuck in my head. When I started writing songs, I knew I wanted to write this song. And after I wrote it, I went home and played it for my parents, and they didn't remember it at all. So, here you go. Now, being 6 years old, I had seen some trains before, so it's hard to figure out what I'm at the depot for. Trains are big and black and smoke and steam, screaming at the wheels. Bigger than anything is, at least that's the way she feels. Trains are big and black and smoking, louder than July 4. And everybody's acting like this might be something more than just picking up the mail or the soldiers from the war. It's something that even old man Wildman never seen before. And it's a late afternoon on a hot Texas day. Something strange is going on, and we was all in the way. Well, there's 50 or 60 people just sitting on their cars, and the old men left their dominoes, and they come down from the bar, and everybody's checking. Old Jack Kittrell check his watch, and us kids put our ears to the rails to hear them pop. So we already know when he finally said train time, you'd have thought that Jesus Christ himself was rolling down the line, 'cause things got real quiet. Mama jerked me back, not before I'd got the chance to lay a nickel on the track. Woo! Look out, here she comes, she's coming. Look out, there she goes, she's gone. Screaming straight through Texas like a mad dog cyclone. Big and red and silver, she don't make no smoke. She's a fast rolling streamline, come to show the folks. I said, look out, here she comes, she's coming. Look out, there she goes, she's gone. Screaming straight through Texas like a mad dog cyclone. She never even stopped. She left 50 or 60 people still sitting on their cars, and they're wondering what it's coming to and how it got this far. Oh, but me, I got a nickel smashed flatter than a dime by a mad dog runaway red silver streamline train. Look out, here she comes, she's coming. Look out, there she goes, she's gone. Screaming straight through Texas like a mad dog cyclone. Big and red and silver, she don't make no smoke. She's a fast rolling streamline, come to show the folks. I said, look out, here she comes, she's coming. Look out, there she goes, she's gone. Screaming straight through Texas like a mad dog cyclone. Look Look out, here she comes, she's coming. Look out, there she goes, she's gone. Screaming straight through Texas like a mad dog cyclone. Well, I wished I was in Austin. In the chili parlor bar, drinking Mad Dog margaritas and not caring where you are. But here I sit in Dublin, just rolling cigarettes, holding back and choking back the shakes with every breath. So forgive me all my anger, forgive me all my faults, and there's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go, I love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish steps the day you said goodbye. I am just a poor boy. Work's my middle name. If money was a reason, oh, I would not be the same. I'll stand up and be counted. I'll face up to the truth. I'll walk away from trouble, but I can't walk away from you. So forgive me all my anger, forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go, I'll love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish steps the day you said goodbye. I have been to Fort Worth, and I have been to Spain, and I have been too proud to come in out of the rain. And I have seen the David, I've seen the Mona Lisa too. I have heard Doc Watson play Columbus Stockade Blues. So forgive me all my anger, forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go, I love you till I die. I loved you on the Spanish steps the day you said goodbye. Well, I wished I was in Austin, in the chili parlor bar, drinking Mad Dog margaritas and not caring where you are. Thank you so much. Terry and Lloyd. We had a great time. Thanks for coming out. Thanks. Interesting little game we play with one another, huh? I know. Show business is my life. Yeah. Well, I got... This is a song Verlon and I wrote. I was passing by a pawn shop in an older part of town. Something caught my eye and I stopped and turned around. I stepped inside and there I spied in the middle of it all was a beat up old guitar just hanging on the wall. Well, what do you want for that piece of junk? I asked the old man. He just smiled and took it down. He put it in my hand. He said, you tell me what it's worth. You're the one who wants it. Tune it up and play a song and let's just see what haunts it. So I hit a couple of chords, my old country way of strumming. Then my fingers turned to lightning, man, I never heard it coming. It was like I always knew it. I just don't know where I learned it. It wasn't nothing but the truth, so I just reared back and burned it. Lost all track of time. There was nothing I couldn't pick. Up and down the neck, and I never missed a lick. The guitar almost played itself, and there was nothing I could do. It was getting hard to tell just who was playing who. When I finally put it down, I couldn't catch my breath. My hands were shaking and I was scared to death. And the old man finally got up and said, where in the hell you been? I've been waiting all these years for you to stumble in. And then he took down an old dusty case and said, go on, pack it up. You don't owe me nothing. And then he said, good luck. It was something spooky in his voice, something strange on his face, and when he shut the lid, I saw my name was on the case. Verlon Thompson. Thank you all again. Thanks for coming out.